Line them up side by side. Here we go. Pedal down, green flag in the air. Again, Jewett slings it around there low in turn one. Billings on that outside as they come out side by side out of turn number two. Billings gets a nose ahead, then coming down the back stretch. Let's see what they do in turn number four. Now Billings slides up in front of Jewett this time. It's Billings, your race leader here on lap number one. So Billings, Jewett. Here comes the bear, Darren Christie in the 3B. Distant. So again, Billings one lap in here as your race leader as they come into 3 and 4 one more time. Marshall Jewett just behind him. Again, it's Billings, as your race leader. Gary Billings, Jewett, Jennings, Christie, and DJ Barnes. Let's watch them up here as now they go to the high side. Billings. Here comes the 7 of Spencer Rife now. Spencer Rife in the 7 car up into the top 5. Watch for Flash, the number 7, as he closes in with 3 laps in. 9 to go. This will be lap number 4 now with Billings, your leader. Spencer Rife on the move. Spencer closing in on the bear. Darren Christie as your 2 leaders now get close. Coming down the back stretch now as Billings goes up on that high side, trying to block Marshall Jewett up there. Meanwhile, back through the field, it's going to be Jennings, Christie, Rife, DJ Barnes, Ornberg, James, Calvin, Banks, and Dyson. So here comes Spencer Rife now. Is he going to start to put some pressure on the bear for that 4th spot? Meanwhile, your leader, 6 laps in, 6 to go. So halfway that time, halfway. Feature number 1 tonight here. And now jumping up to that high side, Billings says, I'm going to be up there in front of you, Marshall. Marshall now. Nose to tail as they come down into 1 and 2. Good race here with your top 2 here at Lakeside Speedway. Marshall Jewett trying to get up to that top spot in your pure stocks. But right now it is Gary Billings. Billings still your race leader. So Billings, Jewett, Jennings, the bear, and then Spencer Rife now putting some pressure on him. This will be lap number 9, just 3 to go. So Billings from the top. I don't know, though. Here comes Jewett. Still putting pressure on him. Good battle up front between your top 2. Problem with Spencer Rife now is he starts to slip back. White flag will come out this next time across. Who's it going to be? Marshall Jewett now putting some pressure on your race leader. Jewett now tries to get a run down on the low side coming out of turn number 2. White flag will come out this time across. Still Billings up on that top side in turn number 2. Billings. Billings with Jewett. As they come into turn 2 side by side now, here comes Marshall Jewett. Can he do it? Coming out of turn 2 down the back stretch. As they get together in turn number 4, oh no, the 4D goes around, yellow comes out. Oh, not what you wanted to see. The 4D of Dyson just goes around. He would have done it at CMS, I guarantee you. Side by side, Billings will lead them down. There we go. So Jewett now, Jennings to the low side coming into 1 and 2, but right now it's Billings. Billings, Jewett, Jennings, the Bear, Darren Christie, DJ Barnes. As they come into turns 3 and 4, white flag out this time across for Billings. See if he can hold off Jewett now, just behind him coming out of turn number 2. Here comes the 7, is Spencer Reif back up into the top 5. Spencer moving up. As they come into turns 3 and 4 on that final turn, checkered flag in the air, Gary Billings, Spencer Jewett, Jennings, Christie, Spencer Reif back to the top 5, DJ Barnes, Cody Ornberg, Matt James, Brad Dyson. Congratulations, Gary Billings, his second feature win. Good battle between him and the 7. Marshall Jewett, Jennings, the Bear, Darren Christie, and Spencer Reif ends up in that top 5. Out of the car, Gary Billings. Okay, so 4M will be the 03.
He's in the 03 car.
Okay. So does he start? Right now, Rodney Schweitzer and Trevor Hand. Trevor, there we go. Pedal down, green flag in the air. Schweitzer side by side with Trevor Hand, your race leader, Trevor Hand. So Trevor brings it down into turn number 4. Schweitzer on the low side. Right now, your race leader, Trevor Hand. So Trevor, Schweitzer, Zach Boyd. As I go through the back stretch now, it looks like Trevor Hand, your race leader, gone down all the way down in there to turn number 1. Trevor stretching out the lead here at Lakeside Speedway in your feature event here tonight. Trevor, he is fast tonight. Look at him on that upper side. Schweitzer trying to keep him within sight. Then it's Zach Boyd. Right now, Zach Boyd, Tyler Harrell, Dakota Jennings. Here comes Tim Billings. Now the 03 again is McCarr. Stephen McCarr on that low side with Jennings. Looks like Jennings, some sheet metal damage on that car too. Here comes the 03. That's Justin Bell's car, but that is Stephen McCarr. There's your race leader. It's lap number 5 as he stretches out that lead. Trevor was in position to win it last week. As I get up in the turn number 4 now here. Javier Fierro there in the 79. There's Schweitzer again. Zach Boyd, the 6 car. Tyler Harrell. Tim Billings in the 25. Then it's the 03, Stephen McCarr. That's right, Stephen McCarr. Jennings, Bud Wallace, and there's your race leader again, halfway. Trevor is on the move tonight. Comfortable lead for Trevor Hand. Pretty much a straightaway lead right now with Schweitzer in that second spot as he gets through turn number 2. But your race leader, as he comes down the front stretch, it'll be 3 to go this time across for Trevor Hand. Trevor had this race in his hands last week, but then got up into the wall in turns 3 and 4 last weekend, and then Stephen McCarr takes the win. But tonight he is on a mission. Trevor. White flag will come out this next, 15-lap event. Straightaway lead for the 236 as Jennings in the 30 car pulls in on the back stretch. Trevor is on a mission tonight. Look at that young man go. He is on the move. Schweitzer. Oh, Zach Boyd gets loose up here in 3 and 4. The race is right back in here. So Boyd gets loose. Tyler Hamill right on his tail. Then Tim Billings in that top 5. 030 Justin Bell. There's where your race is. Meanwhile, right behind him, Trevor Hand closing in on the number 4, 5. The top 5 cars right behind him. There's Trevor Hand right in behind them. White flag will come out this next time across for Trevor. Meanwhile, there's a good race back here. Zach Boyd trying to hang on to that 3rd spot. That's right, that is 3rd place. Meanwhile, Trevor's coming up into this bunch right in front of him now as the white flag comes out for Trevor Hand. Big bunch of cars right on that back stretch. Trevor with a big lead as he comes into 3 and 4. All he has to do is hang on to it as he comes down through the turn. It is Trevor Hand, your winner. Second place car will be right here, which is Rodney Schweitzer. In that second spot, there's still a race going on the back stretch, though. Tim Billings. He's slowing down in turn number 4. Meanwhile, Zach Boyd. So Zach gets that spot. Oh, problem on Billings. So Trevor Hand, Schweitzer, the 6 of Zach Boyd, Tyler Harrell in the 3 car. And then it'll be Stephen McCarr in the 03. And then the 25 of Billings. Bud Wallace, the 74, Javier Fierro, and Dakota Jennings. HBJ chassis. Up and out of the car, Trevor Hand. After last week's disappointment, good to see Trevor get the win tonight.
Where's my 30?
Said good win there tonight by Trevor Hand. A little disappointed last week, but good to see him in victory lane this week. Your winner tonight, Trevor Hand. All right, that's set up for Lakeside Speedway, side by side. Mod lights, 10 laps tonight. Pedal down, here we go, flags in the air. So Dylan Rafferty leads him out of turn number 2 into 3 and 4. Let's see if Dylan slides up to the top side, which he does. Here comes Ed Griggs in the 47. Ed Griggs on the move. Griggs in that black, number 47. Right behind him, David Rafferty, Jeff Rafferty, Travis Alexander as well. Then there's Tony Kerr in the 73. Right now, Dylan Rafferty, a 20.7 on lap number 1. Let's see if Griggs can Get in behind him, track him down. That's a tough car to beat. 20.45 that time for Ed Griggs. Ed on the move. So Rafferty, Ed Griggs, David Rafferty, Jeff Rafferty, Justin Rafferty, Tony Kerr, Travis Alexander. But here comes Dylan again. He is a tough guy to beat down on the track as Ed Griggs trying to track him down. Couple of new drivers in this field tonight, just 3 laps in, 7 to go. So your race leaders as they come down into turns number 1 and 2. Dylan using that high side. Ed Griggs trying to follow him up there. These guys are flying around the track tonight. 20.18 on that lap. 20.2 for Ed Griggs right behind him. Your top 5 right now: Dylan Rafferty, Ed Griggs, David Rafferty, Justin Rafferty, Jeff Rafferty. Then Alexander, Kelly Bergstrom, Tony Kerr, Tyler Farrell, and Michael Rafferty. There's your race leader. That's lap number 6, so just 4 to go. There'll be 3 to go this time across for Dylan Rafferty. Dylan with a comfortable lead right now as he goes out of turn number 2. As he does at many racetracks. Dylan Rafferty coming up on the tail end of the field. That'll be Jason Isabel. Isabel there at the tail end, and then Michael Everhart just in front of him. So Dylan now into lap traffic. Let's see how he handles that lap traffic now, as he still goes all the way up to the top side of the track as he gets by those cars. White flag in the air for Dylan Rafferty. Ed Griggs, David Rafferty, Justin, and now Travis Alexander into your top 5. Turn 4. Hold on.
Slow down and stop where you are. Red guys, I need you to slow down.
As we get a car upside down here in turn number 4. Turn 3. For him here in the 47 as they come down in the air. Here we go. Ed Griggs. Oh, and now David Rafferty. He goes down to the inside. Here comes Ed Griggs out of turn number 2. Griggs loses that spot. Ed Griggs tried to make it work up there. Just couldn't quite get it as the white flag comes out. It'll be Dylan Rafferty, your race leader. So Dylan, David, Ed Griggs, Justin Rafferty, and the 98 of Jeff Rafferty as Dylan comes down into turns number 3 and 4 on that high side. Your winner here tonight, Dylan Rafferty, David Rafferty, Ed Griggs, Justin, Michael Rafferty in the 41. There's your top 5. Jeff Rafferty, Kelly Bergstrom, Travis Alexander, Tony Kerr, Kevin White, Tony Sterner, Cody Vale, Tyler Farrell, Nathan Wolf, Mark Downey, Michael Everhart. So congratulations to Dylan Rafferty, your winner here tonight at Lakeside Speedway. Four feature wins at Central Missouri Speedway this season as he gets up and out. Dylan Rafferty. See Lisa Burlington down there taking the photos tonight. All right, that's set the lineup for your B-Mod feature event tonight, 20 laps. It'll be Luke Neiman, the 181. Andy Bryant with the win. Luke Neiman. Patrick Royalty on the front row. Here we go. 3 wide down that front stretch as Neiman gets a good start up on that outside. Here comes Royalty and Bryant. Right behind them, Tim Powell in the 57. Whoa, Bryant slides all the way up to the top out of turn number 4. Here comes Neiman. Luke Neiman, your race leader. Luke Neiman. Good jump here so far as Chris Connell, the 10C, pulls off. 10C down into the infield. Right now, Luke Neiman. No, it's Andy Bryant. Andy Bryant gets by him. Royalty and then Neiman. Andy Bryant is tough once he gets out in front as he starts to stretch out the lead here early in the race. Andy Bryant on the move. That car is for sale, by the way, that Rage chassis. So Bryant, Royalty, Neiman, still your top 3. Kyle Henning, Chase Galvin, Tim Powell. Yellow, turn 3, up high. Tommy Summers, I believe, the gun in the 73, up in turn 3 and 4 goes around. Right in front of your race leaders, by the way. And Bryant brings him into turn number 4. Pedal down, green flag in the air. Here we go. Bryant slides up in front of Royalty. I'm sorry, Neiman. Neiman flies. As Bryant, Neiman, Royalty, your top. Here comes Galvin and now the 57 of Tim Powell. Henning, also Nick Newton, a 3x3. Good run by him last week. Trevor Hunt. And again, Andy Bryant all the way up to the top. Here comes Royalty. Good battle for second right now. So Andy Bryant. Andy Bryant just pulling away from the field. Meanwhile, Neiman and Royalty, good battle back there. Low down on the track down here. Problem with the car down on the low section of the track. Tommy Gunn Summers down here slowing down in the number 73. Meanwhile, Bryant pulling away. Battle is right back here between the 49 and the 181. Good battle with Neiman. Royalty. Just behind them, the 0 Galvin slowing down in that 73 Summers. Hanging out there on the track. Let's see if he pulls off. But right now, Andy Bryant pulling away from your field. So Bryant, Neiman, Royalty, Tim Powell, Nick Newton now into the top 5. Battle back here. And meanwhile, Galvin gets right by Royalty now. Galvin up to 3rd. Meanwhile, Andy Bryant walking away from the field here. So Bryant getting up into lap traffic now. Jackson on the back side of the track. Eric Spreer, as he goes up to the high side, gets around that lap traffic. Colton Stevens, oh, he almost goes around in the 222. He pulls in. Colton Stevens. Meanwhile, the battle is back here. Let's see now if Galvin in the 0 car. He dives down low. Right in the front, Andy Bryant in the 28. Oh, Bryant slowing down on the back stretch. Look out. Look out on the backside as Bryant slows your race leader on the back stretch halfway through. So Andy Bryant on lap number 10 slows on the back stretch. Your race leader Got him on the hook on the backside. Here comes Neiman. Brings him down the front stretch. Oh, kids back from the fence, please. Kids back from the fence. Back off the fence, please. Here comes Neiman. Neiman on the outside. Neiman Royalty, the 0 of Galvin now. Neiman slides up all the way to the stop. Here comes Nick Newton on the low side. Nick Newton. So Neiman Newton, here comes Royalty, the 0 of Galvin, the 57 of Powell. And here comes Trevor Hunt now in the 44 as he fights his way up into the top 5. 11 laps in. This will be lap number 12. Can Neiman hold him off? Luke Neiman. Luke Neiman has a bunch of fast cars back behind him, including Royalty. Here comes, watch out. Oh, here comes Nick Newton now. Nick Newton on that low side coming out of turn number 4. Newton up to 3rd now. 13 laps in, 7 to go. Neiman Royalty. Nose to nose as they come down that front stretch. Good battles all the way through the field here. Good battle for 5th right now with Powell and the 44, Trevor Hunt. Tim Powell on that low side. Back to your race leaders here as we get back into Tommy Summers again. The gun. Saw him back out on the track. Not sure where he came from, but here comes Royalty. Oh, look out. Out of turn number 2. Almost gets into Neiman. So Neiman Royalty, here comes, watch out, down the front stretch. 16 in, 4 to go. Good battle up front. Between your top 2, Patrick Royalty right on his tail. Jeff Jackson there in the 81, Luke Neiman Royalty. Again, Neiman Royalty, Newton, Trevor Hunt, Tim Powell, Henning Lamferman, Claxton, Don Mars, and Streeter getting through around some lap traffic. It'll be 2 to go. This time across for your leader, Luke Neiman. Can he hang on? Royalty with some pressure on the backside right now. Neiman hitting his marks. White flag will come out this time across. Luke Neiman, Royalty now closing the gap on him in turn number 4. Luke Neiman, white flag in the air. Does Royalty have anything left for him? Neiman running a good, strong race. Here comes Royalty, no, on that low side. Nick Newton closing in now. Here comes Newton in the 3x3. Royalty goes to the low side, coming out of turn number 4. It is Neiman. Royalty. Chase Galvin. So Luke Neiman, Patrick Royalty. Heck of a run there for Luke Neiman in the 181. Holds off Patrick Royalty. Nick Newton in 3rd, Trevor Hunt in 4th, and Tim Powell in 5th. So another winner in your B mods, the 181 of Luke Neiman. As he gets up and out of the car, Luke Neiman. Greeting his family down there on the front stretch. Side by side. Here we go. Drown that front straightaway. Terry Schultz, your early race leader. Here comes Benninger. Look at Schultz down that back stretch. Look out. Terry Schultz, high side. Fuquay follows him up there. Here comes Batter as well as he slides up. Oh, look out. Look out down the front stretch. Oh, two more cars get together and Dotson up into the wall. Into turn number 4, just one lap in, 19 to go. Terry Schultz, your race leader. Here comes Terry. All right. Terry Schultz looking strong. Here comes Benninger. Benninger gets by Fuquay. Benninger up to that second spot. Dotson now gets by Schiffelbein. Oh, and now Fuquay gets back by Benninger. Good battle up in the top here, but right now Terry Schultz, your race leader. Schultz on that back stretch looking strong here tonight in the 90 car. Looks like he has this track figured out here tonight. Terry Schultz, your leader. Fuquay, Batter, Benninger, then Schiffelbein, your top 5. Oh, and the car almost goes around there. I think that's Dotson. Mark Dotson in the 85. Tyler Hibner just behind him, losing some spots. Carrick goes almost up into the wall, but meanwhile your race leader is Terry Schultz. Fuquay just 0.8 seconds behind, closing the gap. Here comes Fuquay. Schultz all the way up on that top side. Fuquay closing it in here as he closes that gap again. Only a half a second behind now. Here comes Darren Fuquay. Terry Schultz, your early leader here. And here comes Darren Fuquay. Oh, nose to tail. Down into turn number 1. Fuquay almost up into the wall. Gets a good run out of turn number 2. So Schultz and Fuquay, your top 2 cars. Let's see what the gap is this time. About 0.4 as they get up in the lap traffic, and Fuquay again high up in turn number 2. Might be diming. Oh no, and Schultz on the back stretch gets into the 5. Here comes Fuquay, and now Fuquay into somebody. Tough break there as they get into lap traffic. Fuquay with the lead now. They got into that 5 car of Kevin McGinnis. Tough break there for Terry Schultz on the back stretch. Fuquay took the advantage. Darren Fuquay. Meanwhile, car down into the infield. That was on lap number 10. Terry Schultz led those first 10 laps now as Fuquay starts to pull away, and now Batter getting by Schultz as well. Batter up to second now. Shad Batter. So it's Fuquay, Batter, Schultz, Benninger, Schiffelbein, Florence, and the 1K of Tim Carrick. Back to your race leaders as they come out of turn number 4. There's Darren Fuquay right there on lap 14. Shad Batter trying to close the gap. 1.3 seconds behind him, though. Only will have 5 laps this time across. 5 to go this time across for your race leader, Darren Fuquay. Schultz back to third, and Benninger Schiffelbein. There's your race leaders with 4 to go now, just 4 to go. As now Batter closing the gap. Down to a second. Shad Batter on the move now. Shad Batter. Does he have anything left for the 87? Here comes Batter. Now down to about a half a second lead. Here comes Shad Batter. Swings up right next to him as your 2 leaders coming into 3 and 4. Here comes Batter side by side, sliding up in front of him. Oh, as they come down that front stretch. 2 to go. White flag this next time. There's smoke or something coming off the 87. Might be tire rubber right now. Shad Batter down the back stretch. Shad Batter, but lap traffic in front of him. This happened the last time. It's going to be Shad Batter and the white flag right now as it gets by Tyler. Batter slides up. Here comes the 87 again. As the 14 on the back stretch slows down. He's pulling off the track. Shad Batter, your race leader, coming out of turn number 4. Shad Batter, your winner. 87 blowing up. Problem on the 87. So Shad Batter. Just at the end of the race, something happened on the 87 as he slows down on the back stretch. It may have been another engine problem as we saw smoke coming out of that car on lap 19. Shad Batter in the 73, your winner. How about that, race fans? On behalf of Don and Donna Mars, the entire staff here at Lakeside Speedway, we thank you for choosing Lakeside Speedway as your dirt of choice. We ask that you have a safe ride home tonight. The pits will open as soon as we get these cars back in there. Your winner again, 2-time winner now, Shad Batter. Your winner tonight, Shad Batter. Heck of a modified feature here tonight with 3 different leaders. Terry Schultz on the first 10 laps. Then the 87 to Darren Fuquay, and Batter gets around him on the last couple of laps to take the win.